Ooh. Aye. So this is how life works. I've not gone live in like a year now. So good to be back. Yay, my people are joining. Hi guys. Thank you. I have accurate timekeepers on this page. Oh. Look at you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So we'll just probably wait like few minutes so that you're cute blushing. We'll wait a few minutes so that people can join, and we'll have our host up. So yeah, keep it coming. Share to your friends. I'm not going to answer any question if people don't join this live. I'll go back and go and look if you joined this live before I answer your question. Yes, I'm that petty. I'm waving back. Wave. Okay. Ooh, we have our guest speaker.
How are you doing?
Hi, T. I call him T, by the way. His name is... No, I'll let him do the honors. Let's wait. If it's like 5:03, so that we don't waste people's time, we'll start as Sam. Share to your friends that you know might need this. If you have any friends studying in the UK at the moment, they need to be here. I wish I had this live session when I started my journey in the UK, so that you people will not wallow in depression like I did. That's why I'm bringing this to you at this time. So share to your friends, your loved ones, your family, and hopefully when we start, other people will also join us as well. So in one more minute. Have your questions ready. Questions ready. The last time I went live was like a year ago.
I can't remember when last time I went live.
It was like a year ago. Yeah, I think we have, quite a number of people here. My goal usually for, all the contents I put out is that at least one person finds it helpful. At least one person uses it to make an informed decision. And we have more than one here. So, voila. Hi guys, good evening everybody. My name is Adedoye. I'm sure you know me. That's why you're here. If not, my name is Adedoye. And yeah, I'm a UK content creator. I was an international student. I came in as a student, like you all know as well. And I've spent about 2 years in the UK. So I'm just, channeling all my energy to sharing my experiences with you guys. I share a bit of lifestyle, a bit of travel as well. I also run a YouTube channel, and I post there once in a while. Hopefully I'll hold myself accountable to post more this month, but that's not why we're here today. A lot of people have reached out to me, that they've been struggling with getting a job, while studying, even after graduation. Should they take the post-study route? What's the end game and all the likes? So I was like, it's best to hear from people who have gone through this, who have, success stories that we can all learn from. That is why I bring to you guys Tobiloba Olakade.
Thank you, Dave, for having me today. And thank you guys for being on the group, on the live. So my name is Oluwatobi Olakade, as you said. I'm in the UK currently, and I came in as a student. On a student visa, but I'm now working full time in BMG.
Okay. So, thank you. Yeah. So when did you come in the UK? Because you said you're in the UK at the moment. When did you come to the UK?
2021 with my wife.
October 2021. That was just like a year plus now. Okay. So what route did you come through? Were you a
No, I was a
dependent? Did
student
you
when
get a
my
job
wife
from
was
home?
a dependent, so we came in as a student visa. So
Meanwhile,
I knew you were going to say it. I
who
knew you were
ran
going
your
to say that.
application?
Let me.
Who did your application for
So
you? Give me my time.
so DUK was the one that did my visa application. He followed us, gave us all the process to come here, helped us with the school till we got here, continued to check on us as a friend and as a DUK girl. So
The UK
she's
girl.
been there for a while.
So guys, this is literally my success story because I helped him and his family with the application process, you know. So I was there from the beginning of the journey till the end. So it's my success story as much as it's theirs. So guys, in case you all don't know as well, I run another page at the UK Girl where I help intending students who would like to relocate to the UK via the study route. You know, help you with the application process, apply to the schools. I'm your girl. So moving on. What school did you
So
study?
I
What
studied
school
at
did you finish
University
from
of
and what
Portsmouth,
course did you study?
studying accounting and data
Okay.
analytics. I think yeah.
Okay. So how was it?
I
How
mean,
was the
very
whole
challenging,
MSc
honestly. For
like for
me, I
you?
have to say very challenging. You know, back then we hear UK is easy, UK's course is easy, maybe because of the coursework and all, but I find it very challenging. Coursework, I prefer exam, like people say, I read and go there, but that coursework is just something else. You never know what to expect and you just mark it, but yeah.
You wouldn't know what to expect. And to think that if you're not here, people will say Shebi is the UK. It's not like for if you finish from maybe OAU or UI or something, they'll say that, oh, if you
In
finish from all
Nigeria.
these hard,
No,
strong schools,
no,
you should be able to
it's
scale
so
through. But it's
different. A
all
new
so
different. In fact,
different.
in my
I mean,
first semester, I can remember like I didn't know anything about Turnitin, all those rubbish. Like I just went and submitted my coursework, and thankfully one of my friends said, just asked me, what was my? I said my Turnitin is 50%. She is on like I was like, are you serious? Are you submitting it? I had to go back. Just, we are not used to all that, and we find it really stressful. Back home in Nigeria, we just submit our work and they mark it. But yeah, you know, we have to go through making sure all this stuff. So it was a really good experience, a different experience from what I had in Nigeria. A very big learning
it's like a
curve
learning
and it's a
curve for
stepping stone if you
everybody. I
want to
mean,
really go to other courses outside of Nigeria. You learn these masters. If I want to go for another course now, I know how to approach it and all, and it will be easier for me. Yeah, so it's a very good experience, honestly.
yeah, I agree. It's a learning curve. I mean, experiencing the best of both worlds is, you know, you can't take that away at all. So, Toby, do well to enlighten us. I mean, the main thing, the main juice why we're here, go. How, how did you get this job? I mean, well, don't let me take it away from you. I'm opportune to know that you got a job as an assistant manager at KPMG UK. How did you go about it? I mean, we are doing the same things. Like how?
Firstly, I
Enlighten
would like to
us.
say thanks to God for that, because I owe it all to Him that I was able to get the job. But I think for me, like it's just about planning early, honestly, because the opportunities are actually there in UK. The opportunities are here. You go online, you see 10,000 applications, 10,000 jobs online. But the difficulty is actually getting these jobs. How can we get these jobs? Jobs are there. You can see, yeah, you qualify for this job. How can I get this job? That's the main issue. I mean, even from Nigeria, I tried to get a job, and after interview, this was a no. They didn't accept it before my wife now said, okay, let us try the route, and from there we go. So for me, I just said that when I came to the UK, before I even came to the UK, I had a plan. I said, okay, after 6 months in UK, I must start sending my applications, whether I'm in school or not, or whether I started my project or not. I said school is one, job is one, because I think the main reason why most of us are here in Nigeria after school is to find how we can stay here with peace of mind. You understand? And peace of mind is getting a good job, a more comfortable job, you know. So after 6 months, I've already programmed myself that I will start sending my applications online. So immediately I came in, I've gotten my CV ready. I got someone online who does UK CV, got my LinkedIn done, you know, get all those bits done, because UK CV and Nigeria CV is a whole lot. It's different. They tell you some UK CV, they don't want to see who you are married to. They don't want to see all those jargons we put in Nigerian CV. They just want to know what can you offer, what is your experience, what have you got, what's the learning that you've got on your CV. So that's what they want to go, 2-page marks. So I got that ready. So immediately I started sending out my CVs, to different applications. And funny enough, you know, UK is very funny. You know, this job market in UK is very funny. I started sending my applications to the companies I wanted to work in. And at a point, I started sending my applications to even jobs lower than what I know I qualify for. And they still rejected me. Honestly, like,
sometimes I get rejections from apprenticeships. Like, I'm like, apprentice.
You look at the jobs, what they call it, the job profile of what they want. So I look up, I qualify for this job, and you send it, and the next thing you are sorry, unfortunately. Oh my God, and it can lead to depression, honestly. So I was happy that I started early. So I've seen all this. So I continue to send them applications. I had friends here that were telling me that, Toby, don't relate on application. My friend told me he had sent 100 applications. I was like, really? That means I was slacking. So it's all UK. The way I know it is about sending out your applications. Send as many as possible. Don't care about it. You never know the one that will click. You never know the one that you will just get that invitation. You never know the one you will be able to pass the interview. But just send it. And even if they call you for interview and it doesn't work out, it's a learning curve. You've learned from there. You know how to attack the next interview. So what I did, after my first 6 months in school, I was in school. I found time to, you know, send out my applications. I was attending interviews here and there. And fortunately for me, KPMG came in. And the interview continued to go where first stage, second stage, and all. But even in spite of that, before I got that, I continued to send out my application, because until they say you are accepted, before you're accepted. So for me, what worked for me was I had enough time, even before school finished. I had enough time to iron out my options, send out my applications. I knew what I had. I knew I had experience from Nigeria that could help me right here. I'm also doing a master's related to my course. So I put all that and I put them in my CV, and I knew with the grace of God I should be able to get something. So I was fortunate enough to get that KPMG after sending so many applications, so many rejections, so many, you know. It's never giving up when it comes to UK job market, never giving up. The jobs are actually there. You go to Indeed, you see thousands of jobs. Problem is actually getting this job, being called for interview. It's about sending hundreds of applications. Never get tired of it, honestly. Never get tired. It's one big.
Speaking of, you mentioned Indeed. Speaking of, like, you know, job sites, what job sites can you, like, recommend for also that, you know, can aid our search? Or what job site did you use? Do you advise going directly? It's like you said, being strategic and knowing the companies you want to work for. So did you go straight to all their websites to see available career, you know, whatever? Or did you apply via, is it Indeed you mentioned? Like, what sites? What do you think? Do you think strategically going to this, you know, company's website one by one helped? Or
when it comes to UK job, no plan or no site or no way is out of the way. Honestly, because Indeed, referrals, going to ukgov.com, checking anything you can do, just do it. That's why one of my friends said, Toby, looking for a job in UK is full-time job. You need your time. You need time to do it. I have friends that practically stopped immediately after school they've not gotten job. They just have to stop anything that they have to do with work to find job. That's how bad it is. Anywhere you can start, just go online, searching for companies, go to gov.uk, see the jobs that are in demand, see the ones you feel you can fit into, see the one you feel your experience from Nigeria can leverage on that, see the ones you feel your course can help you into any kind of application. You can send it out for UK. I'm sure one will definitely click. That's just for me. I was just online, roaming online, you know, Indeed, gov.uk. I know the companies that want KPMG, PwC. I go on their site, I check, okay, which one can work for me, which one can I fit into. I just send that different applications.
Mm. Yeah. For you, did you think that your MSc, I know you
Yeah.
got this job even before you started your project. Your MSc course was accounting and data analytics, yeah? Did you think your course as a whole helped you to secure this job? Or did you leverage on your experience back home? What were you doing back home as well? And why is it that, the Big Four was sort of
Okay.
like in
Yeah,
your
so back home I
face
was
and
working in
all?
PwC in Nigeria. So obviously I knew when I come here, I had the experience from being an auditor in Nigeria. So I just used that. So during my interview, yes, they asked me about my masters and all. So because I don't have the whole analysis of what they took what they took into account to give me that job. But it was a question that popped up during the interview, and I had to tell them, oh, I was doing my masters, and they were actually impressed that I was doing accounting and data analytics, because one way or the other it related to the course I had, because I actually gave them, evidence of why I was doing that course and how I wanted to align that course to work for me in the future. So for me, I know I leveraged more on my experience, but I think the master's on still comes to play, because no matter what, even if master's does not work for you today, it is a master's, for God's sake, and it's a master's in UK. It will definitely work for you one way or the other. My friend was telling me that he got a job, but his master in the UK helped him get promotion. So even if the master, yeah, because when it comes to promotion now, they look at qualifications you have, because you're already in the company. So you have to look for exactly what you have got. So it comes to play one way or the other. I have another friend that leveraged on the course he studied to get a banking job too. So yeah, so it works for people differently. I think it's all about, what do I have as a person? What experience do I have from Nigeria? What course am I studying? And with those two, how can I break into a sector in the UK market? So that's for me, based on my own experience and based on speaking with different people. It's from these two places that people find jobs in UK, leveraging on experience and seeing, okay, this master's job, how can I align it to fit into a sector in the UK? So that's just it for me.
Interesting. Thank you, Toby. Would you like to share with us what's your work structure like? I mean, do you have to go to the office every day? Is it remote? Is it hybrid? I mean, I know the world is tuning into remote and hybrid
so I'm
now. So what's yours
actually a
about?
lucky one, because I live far away from work. So it's a mixture of both. Sometimes I have to go down to work. It's a 2-hour train, but most of the time I work from home. So I work from home nine to five. I mean, 9 to 5 jobs in UK is cool. It's not like Nigeria, where my it's my yeah, your UK,
Nine
your
to
9 to
five is
5.
9 to
Anybody
5.
wants to ask you questions after 9 to 5, it's practically begging you. But in Nigeria, I know our 8 to 5 is, we cut it to 10 sometimes. You know how it works. So yeah,
I know.
night after 5, you
Tell
can
me about it.
close your laptop. I mean, no, most times I work overtime because I have to pass, because I don't want to do this sometimes. But I mean, here in the UK, the hybrid working is very nice. Even during work hours, they will tell you can go out and do personal stuff, because they believe that you can't see a doctor. Yeah, you can't go to a doctor during off hours. The doctor would have closed. So it's during work hours you're going to see a doctor, and they understand that in the UK. So if you are working and around 3 o'clock you have a doctor's appointment, all you need to do is to tell your manager, and I'm sure you get that, even if you're working from home. So it's a really good experience working from UK work. UK work experience is really nice. I'm enjoying it, honestly.
Send us funds now. Send us fast time. Okay. Studying in the UK, would you say it's worth it? I know it's expensive, the tuition, and don't even start me with the rise in school tuitions now. So would you say it's actually worth it? I mean, fine, you can speak from experience. You've studied, you've graduated, you've gotten a job. Would
Honestly,
you say
it's
it's
worth
worth the
it,
shot?
because an MSc is still an MSc. No matter how you want to, an MSc is an MSc, and an MSc in UK sits well with any country in the world, telling them studied an MSc in the UK. So for me, it's worth it. The money is there, I think it's totally worth it for me. Yeah, it's expensive. Honestly, it's very expensive, but I think it's worth it, because yes, I know I didn't 100% rely on my job on my UK master, but I have friends that have actually used their UK masters to get job. And I think it was just about choosing a right course right from Nigeria. You know, you're coming to study here in the UK. What is that course that I know that will help me to get a job? So it's not about, most people coming. I have friends that just came here to just study any kind of course. So when at that point in time you have difficulty in getting what you want. But I think if before you come here, if you search online and see because UK in gov.com, you are going to see jobs that they really need people. Yeah, they really need people.
Yes.
Job shortage, exactly.
Job shortage.
I think if you go to that kind of site and you look for a course in that kind of role, I think it's going to help you when you want to get a job in UK, because when they say shortage, they're actually looking for people. They're actually looking for people when they say shortage, and those are the jobs that we actually sponsor you. So those are the shortage jobs that are just so doing a course in that kind of in the shortage jobs, I think it will boost your ability to get a job in UK. So I think I advise people to, when you want to do a course in UK, because in the UK, the university, there are so many courses. They are ready to study anything. You understand? Ridiculous courses. So, and they are ready to admit people in any kind of course. So it's about looking for that right course, Right course. Is it accounting? Is it being a surveyor? Is it health? I mean, health is a very good course here. Unlike in Nigeria where health is high here. So I mean, people are earning good money here. Staying here. So is it health I should just focus myself into? And also right course. We all know so many people experience might not work for them. So that's where doing the right course comes into. It's all about planning from Nigeria, because everybody's going to have difficulty when you first come to UK. It's not like you just come to UK and everything will just be rosy. If people are telling you their experience, you'll be opening your mouth and Jesus.
I know.
You even forget what you faced and say, people's experience in UK are not fun. But I think it's the same anyway. If I'm leaving Ibadan to Lagos and I have no family member in Lagos, I'm going to struggle. So leaving UK, you live in Nigeria to come to UK, expect to have some difficulty at the beginning. But I think in the long run, it's once you settle down, once you have a plan, once you get a job, no matter where. Some people come, health job here in UK is good job. Don't let anybody deceive you. If you want to be a support worker, it's an honorable job here in UK. When I was a support worker, when I was in school, you meet people on.
Please tell them.
Repeat
that statement.
Yes, no.
Repeat the other statement.
When I was in school, doing my 20 hours, people are internet. Oh yeah, support workers. They're like, well done, thank you. Like, they appreciate it over here, not like in Nigeria. So don't be shy.
There's dignity in labor, whatever you choose to do.
The main thing is about having a legal stay in UK and doing something that can fetch you money. And ultimately, most of us are doing this for our kids. So it's about doing, if nothing's working, something must work. Just go. Because most of us come here and say we are not going back to Nigeria. Yes, we have that. Yeah, all of us say we are not going back. So look at the opportunities around you. Anyone in UK, and honestly, I tell people that I'm an assistant manager in KPMG. Someone is an health worker. Doesn't mean that health worker cannot even earn more than me. I have friends that are health workers that even earn more than me because they put in a good number of hours. It's by hourly they work now. So you put in that.
But it will not be like
they have to work it out.
They'll have to work their head off, like
I'm just
enough, but they can earn it.
Why? They can also earn money doing those work. So planning early, planning straight from Nigeria. What do I want to do? When you come to the UK, don't sleep on it. I want to stay here. What is the next step? Always looking for the next step. Asking questions. Ask the UK, what can I do? How can I get a job? That kind of thing. You should start giving people jobs. So you start doing this recruitment thing. tell people because seriously, as in now, what can people do when they come in? Immediately they come in. What can they help? How can you help them so that they can the next 6 months? Because UK job, the time frame is always long. It's not like Nigeria. You go for interview today, tomorrow they say resume. It can only take 3, 4. I think mine took how many months? I got my job around June, July or so. I didn't resume to September or so. It can take that long. Exactly. Yeah, it can take it can take them before they start your visa, before they even do their check, before they not start your visa. Exactly, it takes long. So starting early is the key to me. Anything you want to do, start early. Have a plan. As early from the first day you enter this UK, have a plan what you want to do so that you can follow that plan through, and it will definitely turn out for you.
Thank you so much, Toby. You've said it all. I mean, you've said it all. Thank you. I was going to ask you final words for people, but you literally told them, having a plan from the beginning, and the fact that it's doable, like nothing is impossible. The opportunities are it's a lot. It's a lot. So it's not for you to like open your eyes, have a plan, decide what you want to do from home. That okay. And of course, align yourself with a good cause that's probably under the job shortage occupation is. So these were like some of the things I could pick from what you said. So guys, I think Toby has, he has said everything. He has not hidden anything. He has told you about the struggles, even whilst he was in school, how he had to be a support worker. So trust the journey, trust the process. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day. I know some people who are probably, he was working in PwC back home. That didn't stop him from probably doing his support work because he knows his journey, he knows the process, he knows where he wants to be. But some people will be like, I cannot do this. Fine, it's okay to not want to do this, if you can afford to not want to do it. But if not, it's true, because you have to pay bills now. There's bills to pay, there's rent, and you probably still have to keep balance on your neck. And if you don't pay balance, next thing they've locked you out of a class. They've sent you mail, they will say home office, things like that. So you need to at least have something doing first while still trusting the process, while still applying. And what I would like to add again is that looking for a job is a full-time job, period. It's a full-time job. Like, not even take it as a part-time job. It not be contract. It's a full-time job. It gets tiring. I always say in my YouTube videos that apply to at least 100 jobs a day. It will sound, she's exaggerating, but I'm not even capping. As I'm here, you should have been able to apply to like 10 jobs, which means that your CV should already be ready. Like you said, UK compliance, not more than 2 pages. What are you writing on 3 pages, even if you have 15 years of experience? And another thing I'd like to add is, with the UK, they use the ATS tracking system, which is the applicant tracking system. So it's like a machine, because sometimes I'll apply for job now, guys. 1 second, I've gotten response, unfortunately. I've gotten response, unfortunately. I now realize that, there's actually a machine or a system that sieves this CV and your cover letter, that searches for keywords that are in the job description. So tailor your CV to the job role. I say this often and often. My previous, I think 2 videos before on my YouTube, if you go and watch it, talks about that, guys, that tailor your CV to the job that you're looking for. Make sure that the buzzwords in the job description are on your CV. Buzzwords are on your cover letter. And always, always, always attach your cover letter to any job you're applying to. Like, it's just something extra that, okay, you submitted your CV, and then what? What else makes you different? What makes you stand out? And then your cover letter pops up, and they'll be like, oh, okay, let's read it. And they see your experience more. They literally read you through the CV. So it's key. Start early, have a plan, and don't give up. And I used to say something that I don't joke with the God factor, which is what it started with, the God factor as well. But what is God going to bless? Do you get? Like, you don't have a CV, you don't even have a cover letter, you've not applied for jobs, and then you're saying, oh Lord, bless me. I know that, miracle, no, they tired Jesus. And people will just call you, are you available for work? But it's rare. So have something that God is going to water. Have a plant like this plant. Have a plant that God is going to water. So I used to say that what is God going to water? So there's a place of your own personal preparation. Are you ready to even receive the offer? Yeah? Okay, so do we have any questions? I think I wrote some other. Yeah. Also, another thing that I would like to say is, fine, some of us, we don't jam course that that are not bearing. We don't jam them already, and you're wondering, oh, how do I, go back to the drawing board? Yes, there's still time. This could have been done before you graduated. But if you didn't do it before you graduated and you're maybe on your post-study and you want a new line of, career, probably you don't have one already, or you're trying to enter into another career. The famous one these days now is tech. So you want to probably, transition into tech. You have the time to like re-strategize, rebrand your career. Do you get, if it's course you have to take that course. If it's a certification you have to take that certification. Data analysis, guys, it's the new oil. If you know it, if you know it, they'll be chasing, like, know it, though. Don't do 1 month course and say that you're a data analyst, though. Because they'll ask you, with UK interviews, you'll be asked to actually present. You'll be asked to show what you've done. You might be asked to do a 30 minutes, for example, data analysis. Yeah, you'll be asked to do like a 30 minutes exercise on SQL. Create a Bukiniko, you now be sweating. You create a Bukiniko. I tried data analysis, I ran. I don't think it's for me. Add small. Create a away from this Olofa. So guys, whatever it is that you've decided that you want to do, that know that, okay, fine, this isn't working for me. What would work? And then focus yourself on it. Give it time, spend the money, you're going to get it back in multiple folds, and you're building yourself. It's a journey. Trust the process. So do we have any question, guys? Do we have any question? Also, this session, when I posted it, I realized that, okay, it could be like a series. So it's actually going to be the month of March. I think I have like 3 lined up for you guys already. Give me my flowers now. So I have like 3 lined up for you already. Next week as well, I have an amazing lady who also got a job. So that it's not like it's gender based. It's because it's not busy, man. I'm bringing a girl. I'm bringing a female. She works with the NHS as supply chain, operations or supply chain manager, something like that in that line. So yeah, she's going to speak with us. And then upper week, we're going to have 2 amazing guys who are going to, a lot of people have been asking me that, okay, you're saying break into this tech, how do we go about it? So I'm going to have 2 amazing young gentlemen who are going to tell us their own experiences as well, how they broke into tech, got a job in that line, to actually show you that it's possible. And I'm also seeing if maybe we could partner with one of all those tech career coaches as well, who would come up online to speak with us, and then hopefully you guys can decide to register with them and all. So yeah, any questions, guys? I saw a question while we were doing it, and then I think it goes that, did your career, did your course influence your job? You said the answer, though, but you could just say it for maybe
mainly I leverage on during this session experience back home. But like I said, I have friends that have used their jobs to use their MSc to get jobs in the UK. So it's very, very possible. It's just about aligning your course. Is that course on the job shortage jobs on the UK? Because if it's not a shortage job, they'll probably not be sponsoring. And what we are talking about here is jobs that can sponsor. They may give, some of them are everywhere to give you a job, but they're not ready to sponsor. That's another issue. That's another thing. So it's about finding that job that can sponsor. So leveraging your MSc, does it align with all these shortage jobs application, health? This one, I really don't know them now, but that's just it. Use your MSc to get jobs in UK.
Okay, so I don't know do we have any questions? We've come to the end of this live. I don't want it to take too long, and I'm glad that we were able to, discuss all the things that we had already, questions that we've been asked. So 1 minute, any question, drop your question now. I will not answer your question in my WhatsApp. I will not. Because I see people that have been asking you questions that are on this live. Ask your questions. Gift solutions. Ask your questions now. Ask away. Okay. Boom, Fem just joined. Do you have any question before we round off? Yep. No question. Okay. Did you start the job on probation or
I
as
started
a
mine
confirmed
as a
employee?
confirmed employee. So
Oh shit, Mado.
yeah. So
Interesting.
I did it I was a confirmed employee already because yeah. How would I put it now? I think an assistant manager role, I think they will in KPN, they will not ask you for probation. What they do is to train. And that's something about UK. They're always ready to train you. They train you for the first 1-2 months, no matter the level of experience you have, they're ready to give you that 1 month training for you to get back to yourself. So just as a confirmed employee with training for the first 2 months before I went to the field, yeah.
That's nice. I didn't even know, because I was about to say that, no matter every job will give you probation. I would have thought rubbish. So yeah, he was, employed as a confirmed employee. I'm proud of you, Toby.
Sure.
Yes, guy, wait, did they offer sponsorship during the interview
No, it
process
was
or
during the
after you
interview
resumed?
process. I already told them. So when I was doing the application, they already asked me in one of the application questions that will I require a sponsorship? So I've already put yes. How many people require a sponsorship? I put myself and my wife. So that was there. And it was one of the questions I also asked when they were offering me others. They already told me that the visa team will get to me. So they knew that even before they interviewed me. They already knew that they are going to offer me sponsorship. Yeah.
Okay. Like, let me just chip in as well. Like he said, he said he was strategic about his search, about his application. So he had obviously checked that list to be sure that, oh, this company sponsored before he even applied. And I feel that for them to even take a step further to like send him a message, they might have seen his name and, the Nigerian status, how long have you been in the UK? Things like that already prompt the fact that you would need a sponsorship. So yeah. Any other question? Thank you, Fin the House UK, for the questions. Any other question before we call it a day? Doesn't seem like we've got any. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us. For everybody that started and stayed till the end, joined at some points in this session. We do not take you guys for granted. Like I said, be on the lookout. If you've not followed me, follow me. Yes, of course. Toby's Instagram handle is what? At Bixman, is it? 0107. So if you guys want to bombard him with questions, bombard away. So do well to follow him as well and ask him any question. I'm sure that if he's free or has answers to them, he'll be able to reply you as well. Also, yeah, I think that's about it. See you guys next week, maybe Saturday. The banner or the flyer will be out sometime during the week. Do well to share it if you enjoyed this and you don't want to miss the next one. Till I see you again.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Toby. Bye.